Counting down to Captain America with one of Marvel's newest superheroes, Danny Ramirez, taking over as the Falcon. Welcome back. Good to see you again.
Thank you guys for having me.
So you're back as Joaquin Torres, but with some new wings? What's going on with these wings?
Well, these wings, it's been a long time coming, I'll tell you that. Yeah, a couple of years ago for Falcon and Winter Soldier, they were given to me, episode 5, and so I've just been ruminating on how to bring them back, and finally they're there.
And all the things you can do with wings?
Well, my first set of wings, my grandma tied onto my arms, and I jumped out of a second-story building, so.
That's not a true story, is it?
It is, yeah. She thought I was going to run around the front yard, and she didn't know I was going to climb outside the railing and try to make it into the window across the gap.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I went.
Don't do this at home. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be a superhero. But
oh, true, Craig. I'm so sorry. Guys, I know that it might seem as though the payoff happened and I'm actually flying, but please, no.
Seriously.
Yeah.
it's okay that we scrolled through your Instagram because I told you this earlier this morning. But we all have been looking through it, and it seems like there were some pictures that you shared recently that we knew you were going to be in the business because you always had cameras, but we knew you were going to work for Disney because explain the picture that you posted.
So I get nostalgia from time to time, especially during a big press tour like this, and my mom sends me a bunch of pictures. And in Chicago, my uncle has a photo studio that my mom used to work for, and for whatever reason, since I was a kid, I just had a camera in my hands at all times. And so I found some pictures.
Look at that, two. You have two cameras in one.
Mickey Mouse?
Yeah, and also I lost a bet in middle school, and so I bleached my hair, and I was called Sunshine that whole year because it was like yellow and orange.
What was the bet?
The bet was, it's the dumbest bet. It was, I just transferred into a new school, and I was like, all right, I got to make myself like one of the cool guys. And one of the younger teachers, he was like, yo, I'm like 35. And I was like, no way, dude, you're like 26. And he's like, no, I'm 35. And I was like, I'll bet you're not. And the bet was like, if I was right, we'd get a whole day off of class and we'd go and have recess the whole day. And so I was like, I like my odds.
And the teacher's the one who came up with the dyeing your hair?
Yeah. And so he's like, if you are wrong, you bleach your hair. And he thought I was not going to do it. And then the next day, actually my mom found me later that day in the bathroom just like putting on the whole bleach thing.
Oh, wow.
Like with a sad face that the next day I had to show up, and showed up with it, and he was like, oh, I was kidding.
But you were willing to sacrifice yourself for your classmates.
It was a clear as day situation. I'd do it again. Yeah.
All right, let's take a look. We have an exclusive clip from the movie. Let's watch.
What's up, OG? Who's the pretty boy?
Pretty boy, you can tell Gramps about me? I'm the new Falcon.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
It's Joaquin Torres. Been working with him for 3 years. I haven't figured out how to shut him up yet.
So what are we doing here? Orthopedics, how to relearn how to walk after you break a hip.
Oh. Anthony Mackie there, your co-star.
Wow.
Did he give you any tips on playing the Falcon? Any advice?
Not like outright tips, because he was also going through a similar transition of yielding the shield. Mm-hmm. And so from the first day on set, like I had a list of questions that I was going to ask him. And I realized like if I just went to set and observed him going through that same process, I'd probably take away a little bit more. And so I got to see him experience it and go through it. And he's an unbelievable professional throughout like his entire career. So he went about it in an admirable way that I was able to see that I could make Falcon my own. Mm-hmm. And he has given me a lot of real estate advice, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's like, you got to invest something. You got to go into the dirt. I'm trying to get into the dirt.
He was here yesterday. He was fantastic and spoke to a bunch of young people as well, both on and off camera. We loved the conversation. You say that audiences are going to be very surprised by something that they see in this film. What is that?
You've been well coached. You know.
Give us everything. Give us everything.
Well, okay. So there are amazing air-to-air sequences in this film that I think Julius and the team they were able to do a phenomenal job in constructing these dynamic sequences that it just felt like this rubber band kept stretching and tension kept building. And I think when you go watch it, and whether you watch it on IMAX or not, you're going to be blown away by what we did.
But you should see it on IMAX.
You should see it on IMAX.
You have a great tease without a spoiler.
Yes, you did.
Well done.
Thank you for coming in. Captain America:
Yeah.
Brave New World is in theaters next Friday, February 14th.